Now, I took the opportunity to look up some definitions, so this way I can clarify a little bit better what my position is in regards to Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. So I'm going to read to you, in order, the perceived outlook on this amendment. So this way there's no mistake. Now, the first question is, what is the role of the Supreme Court? Can they just do anything they want, or do they have a specific purpose? So let me read that to you. As a final arbiter of the law, the court is charged with ensuring the American people the promise of equal justice under the law, and hereby also functions as a guardian and interpreter of the Constitution. Interpreter of the Constitution. Okay, well then what is the Constitution? The Constitution is the supreme law of the land here in the United States. So let me get this right. The Supreme Court is supposed to interpret the supreme law of the land in the United States, which is the Constitution. So now we're getting it now. Now we know what the Supreme Court is and what their function is. The other guys who are supposed to interpret the Constitution. Okay, let's get this right. Okay, so now they are interpreting the Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. What is that, you may ask? Well, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment states, it prohibits former government officials from holding public office. Again, if they have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the United States government. Sounds familiar. Pretty much cut and dry. Okay. Now, as we know, the Supreme Court also mentioned something to the effect of Section 5 of the 14th Amendment, which gave them supposedly the out that they were looking for. What they were saying is that Congress has to come up with a law in order to disqualify somebody from office for committing insurrection or rebellion. But what I understood was that the 14th Amendment, which is part of the Constitution, is the law. It's kind of confusing. I can imagine what these guys are going through. Okay, so we got Section 5 of the 14th Amendment says, the Congress shall have the power to enforce appropriate legislation. Nowhere here does it say they have to make laws for an amendment that's already in the books. Now, what is needed in order to strike that disqualification? This is the important part. 2/3 of both houses of Congress must agree to remove the disability once imposed. So that means in order to strike the disability portion of the 14th Amendment, 2/3 of both houses must agree to remove the disability. Okay? And the Supreme Court is saying, no. That's not the case. The Congress needs to make a law. Okay? You see where the problem is here, right? These guys are making up their own rules and their own laws. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. Interpret it as you must, but I don't know, it looks pretty cut and dry to me.